This is the computer room. The window was open that night, so it was easy to get in. This corner piece right here was bent. The entire window was off track, leading us to believe that this had to be the point of entry. This is the kitchen. So if they came in through the window, they'd have to come through the kitchen. This is where our phones sat, right here with this light on. This is my boys' room right here. Both of them were sleeping in bed with me that night. And this is Lisa's room.
It's pretty much the same way it was the night she was taken.
Well, that was baby Lisa's mom showing us the home where she says her 10-month-old daughter was sleeping and abducted. She says an intruder must have broken through a torn screen and taken the infant from her crib that fateful night back in October. Now, I'm talking to Lisa's parents, Deborah and Jeremy, today along with their attorney, Joe Tacopina from New York. Deb, you said there have been a lot of lies out there and misinformation. What primarily comes to mind? And let's clear those things up now so people don't have the wrong impression of you or your husband.
Well, pretty much the only thing that I'm guilty of is drinking too much. And even when she comes back, that's something that I have to live with. That I might have heard something and been able to stop them. But that has been blown so far out of proportion to me being an alcoholic, which I'm not, or me being a neglectful parent, which I'm not. I have always put my kids first, and all three of my kids mean everything to me. And just that entire scenario of me drinking outside with a friend when Lisa was sleeping and my boys were laying down watching a movie has been blown into such a theatrical giant theory fest. I mean, everything from I did drugs and then I drank, and something about my anxiety medication mixing with the alcohol, which it didn't, and it's not a narcotic. There's theories online that my brother was involved, that he came back over after he left that day, that Jeremy left work early. I mean, it's insane. It's what blows my mind is that the internet can be so helpful in spreading the word, but it can also make way for giant rumor mills. And it doesn't really hurt what they say to me, but when they spread this gossip and these lies and these insane theories, it keeps people from paying attention when they're at Walmart, when they're at the drugstore, because somebody's out there with my daughter and we just want her to come home, and somebody will see her eventually.
I think people jumped on this alcohol thing because you gave an interview on the 5th of October and you did not mention it at all that you had been drinking. Then
no, because it has absolutely nothing to do with her being missing. It's totally irrelevant information as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, well, what I'm saying,
as soon as I was asked about it, I told the truth. I didn't have to. I could have avoided it. I told the truth because I have nothing to hide.
I understand. But on the 5th, you didn't mention it. On the 12th, there was a video in the store of you buying the alcohol. Then on the 17th, you were asked by NBC, did you have enough to be drunk? And you said, I don't know that alcohol changes a person enough to do something like that. But you do know, you're saying that you had 5 to 10 glasses of wine that night. Were you drunk that night?
To me, more than 2 drinks in an hour means you're drunk.
Okay, but
yes.
So you were drunk. But do you remember, for example, you reported that the lights in the house were turned off and you went to bed. Jeremy comes home at 4 a.m. and all the lights are on. Now, obviously, whoever took the baby wouldn't go through the house and turn the lights on. Were you just wrong about that? Was Jeremy wrong?
Here's another thing. Here's the thing with that nobody knows, because I'm not going to sit on TV until now when I'm being asked a specific question and rebuttal it, because to me it's just nonsense. It's just picking my words apart.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.